Good morning. We are docked in Puerto Madryn, Argentina, and it's Christmas Day. Merry Christmas. I am getting ready to head down to meet for the excursion that I'm booked on today. It's a penguin excursion, but I need to grab breakfast because this is a 7.5 hour excursion, and while I believe lunch is included, I doubt that breakfast is, and so I probably should eat something before I leave, as it's about 8:30, 8:40 in the morning right now. Our meeting time is 9:05, so I'm cutting it a little bit closer than I'd like, but I'm sure the buffet is going to be crazy crowded, so I'm just probably going to grab some fruit, something that's quick and easy that I can eat that will hold me over until lunchtime. I don't know if you can see, I am on the starboard side of the ship. Sometimes we're docked on this side and others not. Most of the time, port side tends to be where the dock is, but and so today I couldn't even tell that we were actually docked because we look to be pretty far back from shore, so I'm assuming that the pier is pretty long. The Freestyle Daily does say that it's walkable. We got that last night. Now, for some reason, the weather app for Puerto Madryn says that the Weather Channel app says that it's going to be 89 degrees here today, which is crazy. But our Freestyle Daily says 73, which is, and this is Fahrenheit obviously, but that's a significant difference. I am preparing, I have sunscreen, obviously sunglasses. I have a jacket that I'm bringing because I'm not sure where we're going for this penguin excursion. I'm pretty sure it's a drive, like a pretty good drive away from the ports. It may be cooler there, and if so, then I'll need something, and I'm also bringing it to cover my arms because they are still a little bit red from the sunburn that I got several days ago. Don't want to add to that yet again. So that's my plan for this morning, and I will take you along with me as we go on the first of 4 penguin excursions on this 16-day trip. Outfit of the day for penguin excursion number 1. Hey, cutie pie. Aren't you sweet? So, there's tons and tons of penguins on the path, but we only have like an hour here because our tour left late, so we have to make our way down to the beach, but we keep getting distracted because there's so many penguins on the path. They're so cute. And I want to take pictures of all of them, but trying to hold back. Poor things. Baby's crying for food.
Yeah. That place there are 4 species of llamas. Yes, that is one of the 4 species. We can eat this meat. I mean, you can't get this meat in a butchery, for example. But I can, for example, they walk the female males, the young ones, yes. They move in groups.
Right.
Okay. We are just right, so we're going to have a panoramic view of the garden.
We tend to say
Right there.
12. We're taking 12.
E olha que eu passei muito na
Good evening, Merry Christmas. I am back to the cabin. Today was a really long day. I didn't have cell service for most of the day, so I was able to obviously take a lot of pictures and videos, but couldn't upload anything and couldn't stay in touch. So when I got back to the cabin, It was almost 6 o'clock and I needed to FaceTime with my family and watch them open some gifts that I had sent. I have several nieces and nephews and I wanted to make sure that I got to watch them open their gifts. And then of course my parents and my siblings. So I am back at the room, but I have a dinner reservation at 7 o'clock at Teppanyaki, which is the hibachi restaurant on board. I am currently in my Christmas dress with my Christmas tree earrings. And it's a little bit warm for this dress. This is long sleeved and high neck. And it's like 86 degrees outside right now. It was very warm out today in Puerto Madryn, Argentina, which is where we ported today. For whatever reason, yesterday was in the 70s, today it was in the upper 80s, and it was hot everywhere we went, even though we drove about an hour and a half away from the actual city of Puerto Madryn. It was still as hot there as it was back here. A lot of, being in the sun, probably didn't drink enough water. I think that maybe my air conditioning was turned off because the cabin handle was in the down position all day, which is my fault. I left it that way this morning, I think, when I left the cabin in a rush. But anyway, I will put it in its correct position so that the air conditioner turns back on and it cools down a little bit in here, and I think I'm just going to wear this dress anyway, even though it's warm. It's like a little bit fuzzy inside. Maybe not so great on one of the warmest days we've had yet. The only other thing that is pretty crazy right now is that we are sailing away from Puerto Madryn, and there are like tons and tons of jellyfish in the water. Like and they're gigantic, massive. I tried to get a little bit of camera footage, but with the choppiness of the water and the waves, it's kind of hard to see them, but they are gigantic white blobs just like surrounding us. It is crazy to see. So if I got any usable footage, I will definitely share that. I'm just like in awe, like watching them floating as we're going by. I do have another penguin excursion booked for that our next port, which I'm very much looking forward to, because today with penguins was amazing, and I have so much footage and so much. I caught so many penguins on camera. They just walked right up to us. They were right in the path we were walking along. It was incredible, and I thought there would be more controls in place, like to keep people from venturing into their territory, but there really wasn't. I guess they trust that the guides will ensure that the groups that they're leading are informed well enough to know not to disrupt them, not to get too close, not to stray off the kind of designated path. And nobody really did, except for a couple people who weren't part of our group. So anyway, I have blabbered on long enough, and I really need to finish up getting ready for dinner. I will bring you along with me to Teppanyaki and capture some of my evening and show you what's going on later.
I'm sexy and I know it. Alright, time for my Japanese massage. Na 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 na. Hey hey hey. And a Japanese food with water. Number one. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. This wheel is on fire. Alright. This wheel is on fire. Don't worry, because fire is not allowed on board. We are not allowed to place some fire on board. We are allowed only to place some smoke. But fire is not allowed on board. Do you know why? Because if I play vegetable, turn around every now and then, cause a little bit strong, then I need you to come along. Turn around.
So I just finished dinner at Teppanyaki. It was really good, although I was sat in the middle of a few people and no one was really talkative. I think there was a language barrier, but the food was really good as always. Entertainment value was amazing. But I am now heading to the Champagne Bar, and as it turns out, there is a musician on board who is someone I've seen on another ship. In fact, the very first cruise I took post-COVID, September of 2021, was Angel, and he is on the ship playing live right now. So I'm gonna go catch a little bit of his music and watch him play.